What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. I'm once again joined by Tyler. We are back for another video on our Pirates of the Caribbean community series, a community series that airs on our channel every other Friday, where we talk about all things Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, we want to talk a little bit about Disney with Pirates of the Caribbean in this video. We want to talk about how Disney is pushing aside pirates and just kind of go on like a rant, a discussion about the future of pirates, kind of what we've done, a couple times before, with kind of the conflicting thoughts a lot of people have and Disney seems to have on these movies to continue them. We have the option of the Disney Plus, the streaming service that we talked about in 2 weeks ago in that video, that they could make a TV show. But just the more and more kind of realization that it does seem that Disney has completely pushed Pirates of the Caribbean aside. Obviously, we got the reboot news and we got, writers fired, new writer hired, all that kind of stuff. But the main point of it is, how much does Disney really care about pirates? How much is Disney really pushing it off with now they have all the Fox deal. They have so much they're doing. And it seems like Pirates of the Caribbean is getting the short end of the stick. So we're just going to go off on that. So Tyler, what do you think? We talked about we talked about a show possibility. There's always a possibility, obviously, of a sixth movie or a reboot. So what do you think about, Disney's handling of pirates?
Well, honestly, it's terrible. And maybe people are like when I get heated, I don't know. I'll probably get a little heated because Alex and I were just talking about it. And honestly, it's ridiculous because the thing is, because there's some kind of issue that Disney has with Pirates of the Caribbean. And I know, maybe we will get an announcement or something in the summer. Maybe. I actually doubt it. I really do at this point. But my issue is, we have the Disney Plus platform coming out in November. We talked about in another video, there should be a Pirates of the Caribbean Disney Plus show. It'd be very easy. We just learned that the Falcon and Winter Soldier, the Marvel show, and probably the Loki one, and probably the Wanda and Vision show, is only a 6-part show. So that's very short, only 6 episodes. So that tells me that, so you have a Pirates of the Caribbean show on Disney Plus. It doesn't even have to be 10 episodes. You could literally do 6 episodes, which would be equal to almost, it's a little over 2 movies. That's fine with me. But we currently don't have any announcement of a Pirates of the Caribbean show. They've really only told us about Marvel and Star Wars, and that's it. Nothing else. Well, actually, and there's going to be like Disney, like the evil, like the stepmothers and the witches and all. They're going to get their own show. So we have like Disney Princess, Star Wars, and Marvel. And it's kind of like, what about the other people who helped you make billions of dollars on a major franchise? You might have heard of it, Pirates of the Caribbean, where when it's gone for almost, I don't count 4. Remember, we don't say that name on this channel. So almost 10 millions go by, and you make almost $800 million, and you don't care. Okay, that makes sense. So you don't care to possibly make only a 6-part, 6-episode Disney Plus show. Fine. You don't care to give Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean fans closure on a final movie. Ending it. If you want to end it, end it. You don't want to do a spin-off where you recognize there's a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean fans. Do a spin-off with all new characters in that universe. They don't want to do that, as far as we know. Doesn't look like they want to do that. So you don't want to do movie. You don't want to do a sequel. You don't want to do a reboot. You don't want to do a Disney Plus show. Okay. Then here's what I say to you, Disney. Close every single Pirates of the Caribbean ride at all of your theme parks. Close them. I want you to, any type of book, any type of anything, all merchandise, I'll pull it all. Any hotel themes that you have based on Pirates of the Caribbean, close it down. Because either if you want to kill Pirates of the Caribbean, which you obviously do, if you want to kill Pirates of the Caribbean, kill it. End it. The entire thing. If you don't, because if you feel like, well, you know what, we can just keep this hotel going, and we can just keep these rides going, and people go on them. They don't pay $9 a ticket when they do the ride because they're going on all these different rides. So that's like cost averaging. So what? It's maybe, depending on how many rides you go on, you're making maybe $1 on it or less, probably less per person per ride. So you're not making $800 million in a matter of a few weeks on the ride. You're just not. I guarantee you, very few say, you know what, I feel like let's go to Disneyland, let's go to Disney World. I really want to go on that Pirates of the Caribbean ride. That doesn't happen. Ever. But you want to know what does happen? When there's news that a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie's coming out, there's YouTube channels that have, I don't know, like community series based on Pirates of the Caribbean, and then they gain thousands of subscribers. That because there's a lot of interest. That happens. You want to know how I know that happens? Because that's what we did. We did that. So it's kind of like the rides aren't what's making you money. It's the movies and the fans that are making you the money. So don't ride that, because that's not fair to us. That's like totally wrong. That's spitting in our face. Because we enjoy Pirates of the Caribbean. We went to all the movies. We sat through on Stranger Tides, which in my opinion is terrible. And I wasn't supposed to say that name, but that's okay. I'm gonna lash myself later. I'm gonna have my girlfriend pretend that she's Bootstrap Bill and I'm Will Turner, and she's gonna lash me. That's what's gonna happen. Okay? But we'll do a video. It'll be on this video. And so, but what's so annoying is, like, we go to all of their movies. We buy the DVDs. We buy the collection sets. We take time on our, the YouTube, all of that. I came up, people, look, we had, if you recall, if you were with us, we did a thing. This was when 5 came out. And we asked people, come up with a plot for another movie, for a sequel. Come up with a plot. Let us know. We want to hear what you have to think, or what you have, as an idea for a continuation story. Give us your title. I think I made about a dozen different title cards for the names that people came up with. I can't really think of any on the top of my head. There was one like The Legend of Jack Sparrow, or there's something like that. I took a lot of time on that. And you know what? People took a lot of time writing out their stories. People care about this franchise. People care about Pirates of the Caribbean. Disney doesn't care. They don't care. They don't care that you bought the tickets, you bought the DVDs, you bought the merchandise, you bought the books, you bought the whatever, the Lego games. They don't care, but thank you for your money. We're going to keep the rides open. People are going to go on them. We're going to keep the hotel open. We'll make a little bit money on that. And screw you, and you're not getting any more movies, and you're not going to get a 6-part, which would take, I don't know, not even 2 weeks to make, a 6-part Disney Plus TV show, which is easy. We're not going to do that. But we're going to keep open stuff at our parks. So thanks. Thank you for making Pirates big, and have a nice day. And then they shut the doors. That's what they're at right now. I don't know. It's so annoying. And honestly, it should bother you, because they clearly don't care. It's just so dumb. And here's the thing. If I'm stealing Alex's line, here's the thing. If they would just, I don't care if they gave us a Disney Plus show and said, this is the conclusion of Pirates of the Caribbean with this show. Would I be upset? Yeah, I'd be upset. But you know what? I'd also be happy, because at least I get closure. At least all of the fans get closure. Is it in a theater? No. But are we getting closure? Yeah. Fine. And it would still be a decent budget, so it would still be pretty high quality. Fine. If they gave us a final movie and said, this is it, don't expect another Pirates of the Caribbean movie for 45 years. Fine. I got closure. Then I'm okay. But until we get that, and it doesn't look like we're going to get that, but or even an animated show, just to do a spinoff, an animated show, and to continue it and whatever. And it sounds like, you're an adult and you want an animated show. Hey, guess what? Star Wars, the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, those were really good animated shows. I actually really enjoyed those. So yeah, they made a Pirates of the Caribbean one that wasn't for like a 5-year-old, but was for like kind of like fans. Heck yeah, I would watch that. So if we got all that, fine. Or one of them, only one. I'm fine with it. Keep your rides open. Keep the hotel open. I don't care. Fine. But if you're not going to do that, shut down your rides, shut down the hotel, because you don't care about Pirates of the Caribbean, so you don't deserve to have it. Kill it.
Well, that was a pretty perfect speech. And I mean, Tyler said it about as good as literally anybody can say it. And I agree with all of that. It's Disney kind of leading us on a string, right? It's Disney keeping the rides, like he was saying, keeping the rides, keeping these hotels that have the Pirates of the Caribbean themes in them, keeping their merchandise, keeping all this stuff, keeping it going, and giving us these kind of hints like, oh, Pirate 6 could happen, then we got the leaks that Pirate 6 is going to happen, and then that was canceled, and then reboot, let's get the Deadpool writers, that's canceled. Now maybe we're going to bring back Terry Russo to make it. You know, he's the one who wrote Pirates 1 and 4. He's got a great resume there with 4, and let's bring him, and maybe he can make a reboot. And they're kind of just leading us along, and at the same time, we have 5 Avatar movies that are going to take 35 years to complete, and those are going to end up not being good, and I've been a big, advocate of speaking out against Avatar. I'm not a big fan. I don't think those movies are going to do good. We see sequels to movies like Maleficent that didn't even make all that much money, and I can guarantee you Maleficent 2 will not make as much as Maleficent 1. You have all of these things happening. You have the Fox deal obviously going through, so now Disney's going to have more things to juggle. You have Star Wars kind of taking a break, but they're giving it to the D&D writers of Game of Thrones, and who knows what happens with that. And, we have all of these things going on, and like Tyler's saying, I mean, like, you're still missing out on Pirates. And, okay, is Pirates as big as Star Wars? Is Pirates as big as Marvel and as this Fox deal could be, having the X-Men and doing it right and including, all of these things? Pirates would be below that. Okay, and if Avatar makes as much money, Avatar 2 through 5, it makes as much money, that's an insane amount of money. Avatar was the biggest movie ever. So, you have all these things happening, and I guess I can see why a movie like Pirates would be pushed aside. But you have this Disney Plus service, and you have the possibility of this show, and especially after hearing this Bucky and Falcon thing, 6 episodes, it's like, okay, you gotta be able to do that for Pirates. There's no way it would cost you that much. You don't have to have the biggest actor names in the world. You can include Henry and Karina if you want, because they're not even big actors, so they would easily, be able to make the jump. And you have the possibility and the hope that people are going to watch it. And what are you losing out on? If it doesn't do good, it doesn't do good. It's only 6 episodes. You don't renew it for season 2, whatever. It's finished. If it does do good, then they say, oh, people still do want to watch it. I get what they're thinking. I get that the 5th movie made less than 4. But at the same time, you look at how they've handled it, and they've handled Pirates worse than any of their franchises, any single franchise Disney owns. I 100% believe that. You have 4 years in between Pirates 3 and 4, and 4 is an abomination, and it still makes over $1 billion. That's saying something. Then you have 6 years in between Pirates 4 and 5. That's 6 years for people to marinate on the fact that 4 was terrible, and 10 years after At World's End since the last good Pirates. You have 5 come out. It was good. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't bad. But a lot of people also still had problems. But you know what? They still saw it, and I bet you they would see a 6 as well. And it still made $800 million. That is incredible. Imagine if they handled it in a good way. Imagine if they actually did good things with this franchise. This would be a slam dunk $1 billion movie every single time, and that's special. And so I mean, it's just mishandling by Disney, and at this point, they've mishandled it so much that now they're just like, you know what? Maybe they realize it. Maybe they realize, hey, we've mishandled this so many times. We're just gonna put it aside. We're not gonna go to it. We're done. Maybe we'll pick it up in 10 years, but we're finished with it right now because obviously people don't want to watch it. But I mean, obviously that's not the actual case. It's because of their mishandling. So a lot of problems with Disney we've talked about in the past, and it gets more frustrating the more we see these other properties having things done to them, the more we see possibilities for Pirates to continue that Disney just ignores. It adds up. and it doesn't paint a good picture for the future of Pirates, and it just makes, obviously, Tyler and I very, very upset, because Pirates is very special to us. We've built this, a lot of the early subscribers to this channel were because of Pirates. This community series has done great for us, and, we've covered Pirates for over 2 years now. I mean, Pirates 5, I believe, came out 2 years ago this weekend. Happy 2-year anniversary to Pirates 5 as well. This is how they repay us, guys, by doing all this stuff. So, just a lot of frustration, and we want to obviously hear from you guys in the comments below. What do you think about all this? How would you want them to continue Pirates? Do you think they're pushing it aside for other franchises? Let us know. And again, make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel podcast now. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up. Again, they go up every other Friday on our channel, and we will be back in 2 weeks with a brand new video, and we hope to see you guys there.